Hello and welcome everybody. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I'm here to do the awesome Aquarius December tarot reading. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you're new, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that notification bell right now. Okay, so I'm going to do a tarot reading today, just the important energies that are out and about for you. And so let's go to the board now. I do it a little bit differently. I like to have a little psychic vision before I turn the cards over, and stick around till the end when I'll do some psychic channeling with no filter. Whatever comes out, comes out. Okay, so let's have a look at this first card for awesome Aquarius for December. Going with that one. Closing my eyes now. Aquarius, dear Aquarius. Okay, I feel a sense of feeling down. Maybe you've been sad or depressed about something, or you feel that something is just out of your reach. It's like there's a desire, a heart-filled desire, something you would like to do, but you feel like you just can't manage it. I'm actually seeing like a window, and it's like you're underneath the window looking up. So there's a window of opportunity, but you can't quite reach it. And the thing about a window is it's only available for a certain period of time. So, you know, you can't really dilly-dally. Ask someone for help. Ask Spirit to help you ascend in consciousness so that you can take advantage of the opportunities coming this month. Well, there's the sadness and depression, okay? Feeling a bit down. That's because it's the Five of Cups. Okay, so this makes complete sense. You know, when you feel depressed, you don't have the energy that you need just to do normal things. You know, in a bad case of clinical depression, people may not even be able to get out of bed. And it's a biochemical thing that goes on in the brain. So I would not suggest getting on the drug regime because it's very hard to get off that. But look, there are certain supplements that you can take that help you, and changes in diet that can help you lift your mood. If you can get a pet is fantastic. A dog, you know, a little puppy, this, oh, just beautiful, you know, and they'll love you forever. And I find, you know, I've got 2 Bengal cats, and for example, at the moment, I find, and I hate to favour my children, but the cats that I have got from the refuge have been the absolute best pets. The Bengals are so difficult to manage. So if you are feeling down, get an animal from the refuge. Okay, so what do we do here? We've got, it could be to do with a relationship with somebody else because there's a red rose. So it might be that love has been involved here somehow. And you'll see that there's a spiritual connection here because there's a white rose, but it's falling over, it's very limp. There could also be tears because see these raindrops here, that represents tears. Assure yourself that this is only for a time, this is not permanent, okay? Something didn't work out and it's sad, and now's the time where you can really reflect on this and transform the energy in yourself, okay? Don't cover it up. Feel every feeling there is to feel, whether it's sadness, humiliation, shame, anger, fear, whatever it is down inside you. Feel it, write about it, get it out in an appropriate, healthy way, because when this time comes to an end, you'll be able to move on, okay? Let's look at the second card now, and already I feel different. Having said that, I feel lighter and I feel like improvement. Okay, close my eyes. What do I see? For awesome Aquarius. Yeah, I've got different colours flashing. Look, it was a time of darkness there. There was dark browns, greys and blacks, but now I'm seeing blues and greens. So growth, opportunity, and even your money could be improved. And I also see blues. I feel like more peaceful now. I've had a good cry. I've got all that out. I'm feeling a bit more accepting of the situation. Okay, this can be, again, this could indicate a relationship with another person. And it's been a bit push me, pull you. you know. The Lovers card is about union, but sometimes the union doesn't always happen the way you want it to. The angels are looking out because this is like a alchemical process involving the energies deep down inside you. And there's a snake here. A snake actually represents healing because you're changing your identity and you're going to shed your skin. This is going to change you. And there's fire here for purification, but there's also blossoming growth, you know. So this can be a relationship where there's not the level of commitment that you would like. Maybe you want commitment, but your partner doesn't, or vice versa. You don't want it and he does, or she does. So there's all sorts of possibilities, but it is about ultimately union coming together. The energy that that other person represents is deep down inside your subconscious, and Spirit wants you to go down there and come to terms with it, with reality, okay? Not living in the future and saying, oh, he might, you know, he might marry me or whatever, you know. It's not about the future. It's about what's going on inside you right now. The Lovers is a positive card because eventually you'll have that energy and you'll be more powerful because of it. Okay. Let's have another look here at the third card for you, awesome Aquarius, and see what we can come up with. Closing my eyes, what do I see? I see the clouds blowing away. Yes, you know, there has been some tears. They're grey. These clouds are grey underneath, and there's been rain. And so rain represents tears, but they are blowing away. I see the clouds blowing to the sea and raining in the sea, and not on the land. And you know, this is the whole natural cycle of things, so that we can get rain, so we can get growth later on. The sea is your subconscious, the land is your body, and the tears that you cry are necessary for you to grow as a person, okay? Otherwise that energy goes down deep inside in your body and can cause health issues later, and it might be decades later, by the way, and it could be that, you know, as you get older things go wrong, and that's because of emotions and things that are stuck down deep inside your body. The card that comes up is the High Priestess. This is a wonderful card. This is a beautiful card about your intuition, your spirituality. See this beautiful blue here? This is the colour that Michael the Archangel often has around him. When I see him, he often has this colour. She has a parchment here. It says Torah, which is the old Jewish religion. But look, it doesn't matter whether you go to an organised religion or not. This is something that must happen deep down inside you. It's not about Christianity or you know, any organised religion at all. It's about something deeply personal to you, deep down in your subconscious. And this is going to, you know, bring up things for you to deal with and improve and increase any natural abilities and talents that you have that have, you know, been hiding down there. You know, like for years and years and years, decades, I wanted to sing. I was in my 40s before I got a handle on it, and so I was in choirs and things like that for a number of years in my late 40s and early 50s. Sometimes it takes a long time for you to get those gifts out of your subconscious, but this card indicates that they're coming to you. Okay, I'm going to go with that card there. Awesome Aquarius. Closing my eyes. What do I see? Oh, it's hard to explain. It's a door and it's got a tennis racket in front of the door. I just don't know what that means. And somebody's throwing the ball and they're standing in front of the door and they're playing tennis. So doors are about opportunities, a change in direction, like open a door to a new direction in life or a new job or something like that. But playing tennis in front of the door, it's like batting things back and forth instead of, okay, maybe there's someone here playing games instead of getting on with the job or getting on with what you're supposed to be doing. You might have been caught off guard by someone playing games, and they send something to you, say on social media or an app or something, and you send back an answer, and it's getting battered on back and forward. Look, don't wait for other people. Get on and do what you've got to do. If they want to, if they're interested, they'll follow you. They'll come along and walk with you, next to you, side by side, equal. But in you not continuing on your path, and you're playing a game with this person that keeps sort of popping up every now and again to give you some crumbs, it's a waste of time. Sorry. It's not very spiritual, I know, but I just see this. I don't know how else to interpret this playing tennis in front of a door. That there's an opportunity there and you're not taking it if you're batting things back and forward. Okay, so 3 of Swords. This is disappointment in love, okay? Maybe your relationship is broken up, but you're still in contact, and that sort of makes sense to me now, what I was saying just then, because it's like you could be batting things back and forward, having contact, but she's got tears in her eyes there. I don't know if you can see that. She's got, tears rolling down her face. 3 of Swords is about making a decision, okay? And 3s can often be to do with socialising too, so there could still be communications or the possibility of further communications, but I don't know if that helps you. Sometimes you just got to make a decision and move on. Don't hold yourself up for anyone. Your own growth, your life. Move on. Oh, there you go. So that one just fell out. Knight of Cups. Okay, this is about socialising again, going out, having a fun time, being in contact with all of your feelings, letting whatever comes up from the subconscious come up. He's riding a lobster, as you do, which implies the sea. So working with the subconscious, working with the feelings, and being a little bit experimental, or being a little bit out there with it, okay? So you don't have to be responsible all the time. It's appropriate to feel whatever you feel, okay? So we've got 5 of Cups, the Lovers, the High Priestess, 3 of Swords, Knight of Cups. So it does imply there could be an ending to something, or some tears, or it changes in some way that you're not happy. But the other thing is, it changes. But don't get stuck on that point, because there's so much more that you can move on with and focus on that rather than something that hasn't worked out. All right, so I'm going to close my eyes now and see what else I can see for you, awesome Aquarius. Have a drink first. Okay, so I'm looking at the night sky. There's stars here. There's also a moon. And yeah, okay, so the moon is in its final phase. It's getting less and less. So this is a waning moon, which does imply the energy around something is getting less and less. Somebody's got a phone here in their hand. It's like messages going back and forward, or looking at social media about a specific person or something. Just let all that go. If that's a particular person, if that's an individual out there, just let that go if you can, because it's like you're not moving on. Okay, so get on. They're showing me Jesus here with a cross. Yes, it's a sacrifice. He's got the cross on his back, and it's like when he was walking to that place. I've just forgotten. Was it Golgotha? The place of the crosses. Anyway, this is not a Bible lesson. But carrying that heavy cross on his back, and I'm starting to feel the emotions of this absolute burden and sadness that it worked out like this. However, sometimes there is death and destruction before there is new life, and this is a bit of a theme for the planet too at the moment, that 2020 has been, in lots of respects, a time of, things dying, people dying, destruction of systems and things like that, and destruction of governments. There's They've come to their end. And sad as it may be for some people, you just have to move on. Otherwise, it's like you're living in illusion. It's fantasy, and it actually makes it worse. When you come tumbling down to earth, it's actually going to be with a hard thud instead of a nice soft landing. So, I'll leave that ball in your court to figure out what you want to do. What else do I see? I see a spaceship taking off. Yeah, okay, but it's still all relevant because that has to happen so that something better can start. This spaceship taking off, it's a rocket, it's a brand new idea, like going out into the cosmos, going places we've never been before, really exploring. So 2021 is going to be a year of exploration. While something finishes, something new begins. And I feel, Aquarius, because you are the great humanitarian, you are in touch with the very spiritual aspects of yourself, that you understand what it is to be a bit detached so that you can look at the big picture of where you're going. And that's it. Okay, that's all I've got to say. It's all that's there at the moment. If you are new, I've just got stuck by the look of it. If you are new, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that notification bell right now. So sorry, I'm stuck. This is something to do with Microsoft. I don't know why it's happening. So thanks so much for joining. Have a wonderful month, and Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. Happy holidays if you don't. Okay, I'll be back shortly with Pisces. Thanks again, and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.